I just like, it's pretty aggressive and it's a lot of running. I like running, and I know it's a lot of fun just letting everything out right there on the field.
Thank you for joining us at Cocopah Now. I'm Jonathan Athens. It's fast, it's furious, it's a field game called Shinny, and it tests the strength, intelligence, and agility of its players. And joining us to talk about this game is Loren Phillips Sr. and Loren Phillips Jr. and Ulises Heredia, curator for the Cocopah Museum. Ulises, you have in our collection 2 Shinny sticks and the balls that they use for it.
Yes, this time we went with Shinny sticks and the balls used for the sport of Shinny. We have very colorful items. The sticks were made by Mark Barley in the 1980s and the balls by Nicholas Wilson in 2010. Traditionally, the items are made from willow, the willow wood, and also bark. We also see that these sticks are bent at the end, and they were bent by heating them with fire and bent to the form. So those are the items for this week.
And Mr. Phillips, tell us about the game, what you love the most about it, how you and your son got involved with it, and what it's like.
I just like, it's pretty aggressive and it's a lot of running. I like running, and I know it's a lot of fun just letting everything out right there on the field.
And Loren Jr., you have played in some Shinny tournaments. Tell us about it.
It's pretty fun. It's cool to go against different players from wherever they're from and see how much they practice and what they bring to the field.
And about how long have you been playing the game?
Since I was little, I've always wanted to play. I had to wait till I got a little bit older though. I think I've been playing since I was about 6 or 7 years old.
And I remember a couple summers ago we did some demonstrations with you and some other Cocopah kids playing Shinny and doing some practice out back behind the museum. Pretty intense and hard to see your target. Tell us about that.
The ball always gets lost. When we used to go practice on the east, every time I think we lost at least one ball every couple practices, and then like weeks later you would find it like near the goalpost or something.
And Mr. Phillips, you coach your son in this game. Tell us a little bit about that and how you go about coaching him.
Well, they asked me to coach, and I had to pay attention to Marlo. Marlo Barley is the one that brought us into this, and I just watched him coach for a while, and then I got the hang of it, and then I joined in coaching. Got to show him how to take the ball up and down the field, how to switch the stick sides, because at first the kids, they were running around the ball so they can hit it a certain way, but we just showed them how to switch hands so they don't have to run around the ball.
Is that the hardest part, you think, for players to master?
Hitting the ball?
Yes.
Yes, because they're pretty small. We started off with a wooden ball, like a practice ball, so they can get a little better. Then we went to the smaller ones like this one right here.
Well, let's take a look at those, Ulises. Let's take a look at those right now. They're pretty, they're colorful, that's for sure. They're very small.
Yeah, these are the ones that traditionally are made of willow bark and also wrapped around with plant fiber or cowpea, more specifically. In this case, we have balls that were made for an exhibit, which are other materials like cloth and thread. So yes, those are the balls.
Okay, and Loren Jr., tell me about the toughest Shinny game you've ever played. What was it like, and who were you up against?
I think, well, ever since we won at Nidos, they've been coming over for like the culture day, and they play us like every year. But I think last year was hard because we didn't have too many people playing, or too many people that played before. So not having people with that experience, I think it was pretty hard because everybody there, you can tell they practice all the time, and they're getting pretty rough too. So that was pretty hard.
And for folks that have never seen a game of shinny, let alone played it. Mr. Phillips, tell us how they keep score. How do you count who wins?
They got a small goal. It's kind of like hockey. Basically, it's like hockey, but with no pads. And it's a lot of bumping and knocking around, and you just got to make the ball go through, it's about like this big, maybe, the goal. And I think it's up to 4 points.
And about how long on the average do each set?
Oh, man, it can take forever because they go up and down, up and down, up and down, then whoever scores. Sometimes the ball will be right there, and then they would go back upfield, and then it depends on who scores. It can take a long time.
And my understanding is there's no set boundary necessary for the field.
No.
300 meters or however far or short you want it to be.
It's pretty, it can go to whatever they set it to, but we had it for the kids, I think maybe about 50 yards, maybe. Something like that. But even then, it was a lot of running up and down the field.
Definitely get your workout, that's for sure.
Yes.
And that's going to do it for us for now. Hopefully, when the museum gallery opens up soon in 2021, you'll come by and get to take a look at the shinny sticks that are on display. And if you like these video podcasts, go ahead and click on the button below the description. Subscribe to this channel. Cocopah Now video podcasts are exclusively on YouTube. The audio versions are on SoundCloud, Stitcher, and all major platforms. Thanks for joining us.